Hello friends, this is Charlie Louvin of Capitol Records. I'd like to invite you to stay tuned to this radio station for Country Music Time, presented by your United States Air Force on behalf of your local Air Force recruiter.
See the big man cry, mama, that's what I heard him say. See the big man cry, mama, he looked like his heart will break.
Yes, friends, it's Charlie Louvin on Country Music Time. 15 minutes of the finest in country picking and singing from the country music capital of the world, Nashville, Tennessee. And it's all brought to you by your United States Air Force and this radio station. Now, here he is, the star of this week's show, Charlie Louvin.
Oh, I want you to look. I've never seen a brighter bunch of looking men around here than there is here today. I'll tell you for sure. Pete Wade, Hal Rugg, Ray Eddington, Buddy Harmon, Floyd Taylor, Lightning Chance, and Mr. Marvin Hughes on the old piano. And of course, Mr. Jessup over here to give us the good word from time to time. And speaking of the boys in the band, I think it's time to put them to work with a little intro here, and I might even sing a word or two. Here's Hal Rugg, and we'll try Hangin' On. It's true, you have me twisted around your finger, and it seems that's where I belong. You know how to hold me, to thrill me and control me, just enough to keep me hanging on. Just enough to keep me hanging on. My heart is like a yo-yo on a string. I'm tied to you, right or wrong. My love keeps a-growing, 'cause your love keeps a-showing, just enough to keep me hanging on. Oh, just enough to keep me hanging on. A love as strong as mine will make me do most anything, like hiding tears and heartaches and dreaming silly dreams. You got me where you want me, you keep stringing me along, just enough to keep me hanging on, hanging on, just enough to keep me hanging on.
That's good.
Oh, I've never heard of these. Thank you very kindly. And now, oh my goodness, this is a rowdy little crowd this morning. I'm going to have to find out what made them so jolly. I think that we ought to move along now on something that everybody talks about and very few of us have it. Everybody wants it when they sell you something. Cash on the barrelhead. I got in a little trouble at the county seat. Lord, they put me in the jailhouse
loafing on the street. When the judge heard the verdict, I was a guilty man. He said $45, 30 days in the can. Well, that'll be cash on the barrelhead, son. Not part in cash, but the entire sum. No money down, no credit plan. A little bird tells me you're a traveling man. Brother Howard! Found a telephone number on a laundry slip. I had a good-hearted jailer with a 6-gun hip. He let me call long distance. She said, "Number, please." And no sooner than I told her, she shouted out at me, "Well, that'll be cash on the barrelhead, son. Not part in cash, but the entire sum. No money down, no credit plan. Cause the little bird tells me you're a traveling man." Uncle Pete Wade. 30 days in the jailhouse, 4 days on the road. I was feeling mighty hungry, my feet a heavy load. Saw a greyhound coming, stuck up my thumb. Just as I was being seated, the driver called my horn. Well, there'll be cash on the barrelhead, son. This old great dog gets paid to run when the engine stops. Along the wheels won't roll. Give me cash on the barrelhead, I'll take you down the road. And I thought I never would. I certainly had trouble getting to that part about the greyhound, I'll tell you right now. And we'll be back with some more music after these kind and informative words from Sergeant T.L. Jessup.
Thank you, Charlie. Say, you know, if you're a young man or woman who's been investigating the advantages of a career in the United States Air Force, you're familiar with the important jobs available and the training that is expected. But the story is not complete without investigating the possibilities of furthering your education in the Air Force. There are night classes conducted by high school and college-level instructors on many Air Force bases. Correspondence courses are available too, and if you qualify, Operation Bootstrap permits you to earn a college degree through full-time on-campus study. Of course, the training and education within the Air Force itself is exceptional. Air Force technical training schools are of the very finest quality, and students who begin with the fundamentals of a specialty usually end up working with some of the most advanced equipment of its kind in existence. The point is, the Air Force recognizes the value of mental stimulation and encourages you to continue your education. To learn more about the Air Force way of life, speak to your nearby local recruiter today. And now back to country music time and the star of this week's show, Charlie Louvin.
Thank you very kindly there, Sergeant Jessup, for those kind words, and I'm sure that you nice young women out there and you old boys will take advice from what Sergeant Jessup said, and he wouldn't ever lead you wrong. And I wouldn't ever lead you wrong if I told you I was fixing to introduce you to a bunch of fine pickers. Most of them are grinners today, too. Here's Hal Rugg to lead it off. Pete Wade will join in from time to time, and all the other boys on the old-timer, but always welcome, steel guitar rag. You should have seen how Rugg get them picks off where he could give himself a hand on that. That was good there. The steel guitar rag. We want to thank Buddy Harmon, Ray Eddington, Lightning Chance, Marvin Hughes, Hal Rugg, and Pete Wade for a fine job musically today. And I'm going to sing you a little song right now that has nothing to do with what Sergeant T.L. Jessup has been telling you, because in the United States Air Force, you do have another way out. But the song that I'm going to sing suggests that you don't. But you really do if you listen to Sergeant Jessup. Yes, the only way out is to walk over me. So you found someone else and you're going to leave. Did he tell you I don't love you? Did you really believe? On the floor by the door, I'll be down on my knees, and the only way out is to walk over me. You don't hear and you don't feel, but I know you can see. Just to prove that I love you, I'll crawl at your feet. So look down at the ground where your footprints will be, 'cause the only way out is to walk over me. You have put me as low as a man ought to go, but I'll lay down beside what is left of my pride. If you go, you must know, 'cause you can't help but see that the only way out is to walk over me. Yes, the only way out is to walk over me. I'll tell you for sure, that was a sad song, and the way I did it was pitiful. Thank you so much for listening to the United States Air Force Country Music Time, and we hope to see you real soon. Bye-bye.
This has been Country Music Time, brought to you by your Air Force recruiter and this radio station. Country Music Time is produced in the hometown of country music, Nashville, Tennessee. Technical direction by Sergeant Doug Sproles. This is Air Force Sergeant T.L. Jessup saying thanks again to Charlie Louvin, and reminding you young men and women that if you think you have what it takes, drop in and see your local Air Force recruiter.